So it's been 4 days now since I set up the Wormery, and just a few things that I've learned. So the first night I've got my grow light on over my bench there, with some seedlings germinating on heat mats, and the light turns off at 11 o'clock. I came out just after that, and I had worms coming out, not a huge amount, about a handful, coming out onto the floor, wiggling about, and I sort of panicked a bit, and I turned the lights on. I had read that if you turn the lights on, it can help to keep them in. But apparently it's called worm wander, and when you first set up a wormery, it's quite sort of sterile, hasn't all the bacteria and microbes that worms really love to sort of feel at home. And they can do that for a few days. So what I've been doing now is I've actually left my grow light on through the night. First couple of nights I just left the strip lights on in the garage, but I actually just leave the grow light on because it's less wattage than the 4 strip lights, and that has helped to keep them in. The first night I put them into the box that it was delivered in as well, so that any more that came out I could get up in the morning and get them in. The next day I thought maybe I should put some extra food in, probably a silly thing. I know you shouldn't really feed them that quick, but I just put a banana skin and a little bit of lettuce in, just under the newspaper, sort of wondering if that would help to hold them. But again, you know, I tried turning the lights off for about half an hour the next night, and they started to come out again. So what I did is and it's worked quite well, is I got some of my leaf mould from down the farm and just put about an inch of that under the newspaper, and they love that. They've got right into it, and it's obviously got sort of bacteria and sort of other things, fungi and stuff like that in it, and they really love that, and that has actually really helped to hold them. I still get 1 or 2 come up in the lid, and I still get the odd 1 or 2 go down in the sump, but they seem to make their way back up through the bottom. They can sort of get up to the side and get back up. So yeah, all in all, they seem to have settled in quite well. I am actually going to do a second video, which I'll put out sort of fairly soon. I'm going to take a handful of worms out of here, just a small handful, and set up a wormery down the farm, using recycling boxes. So I'll do that shortly. But I'll just give you a quick look in. I don't want to disturb them too much, but I'll just pull the paper back and show you sort of what they're looking like right now. You'll see them up in the leaf mould there, and so that's just a good tip if you're getting a bit of worm wander. That leaf mould, that leaf litter, sort of half rotted sort of leaf mould, just seemed to hold them in there. The next day they had really settled down and were into that and seemed to love it. So yeah, just seems to work quite well. But let's have a quick look. I'll just quickly pop the lid. So you get the odd ones, just one up in the lid there. They do that a bit. Not much of a problem. So if you look quickly, because they will start to disappear. There's a few disappearing there, but look, they're all up in the leaf mould here. They just seem to love it. It's really settled them down. They've gone for the lettuce a little bit and the banana skin, but this leaf mould, they just loved that. They came straight to it within a few hours. I had a look about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours after I put it in, and they were just a big massive one on top. They just really brought them up, and it seems to have settled them down. So it's just a good little tip. I think obviously it's full of all the good bacteria, microbes, fungus, like I say, that sort of really helps to settle them in. So I'll cover them up and kind of leave them to it now to settle down. I am still leaving the light on. I'll probably do that for another 2 or 3 days, maybe, 24 hours a day, just to help them settle in. I don't want to lose them sort of coming out. And I think once they've settled in fully, I'll then put them out in the garden. I've just been leaving it in here because it's more of a sort of constant temperature, you know, and it's easy to catch the worms off the floor if they come out. But I haven't actually had any actually come out of the bin since I've left the lights on. So that's another good tip. But take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.